Muhammad Speaks in the building, man. I'm gonna get at y'all today, man, about real Toon trying to use Percy as a pawn, man. He trying to use Percy as a pawn to play. I don't know. I guess he think he want to be Adam 22 now and play games with the gangs and stuff now. But you want to use Percy as a pawn to push content, gang content that you are not qualified for. You're not qualified to be speaking on Hoovers, Crips, Penitentiary, none of that. So you go to LA and you take a dude with you from Houston that he's supposed to be a Hoover from Houston. Like, why did he even go? They should have DP'd him. They should have violated him as soon as y'all step foot right back in Texas, right back in Houston. Y'all should have violated him. You take somebody down there, he won't even speak up for himself. He's steady trying to get the blunt. Fool won't even pass him the blunt like we didn't see that. Like, we didn't see that? We all seen that. You took somebody down there that not going to even speak up or be respected. And then you got the nerves to go all the way to LA to some Hoovers up there and then say, it's a war going on in the penitentiary with HCGs and HGCs. When was the last time you been to the penitentiary? Have you ever even been to jail? No. So how you know what's going on in the penitentiary? Do you know what a war is in the penitentiary? Let me tell you what a war is in the penitentiary. Riots, shankings, people being beat with blunt objects, getting their eyes knocked out, getting big gashes to the white meat in their head, seeing scenes that'll make somebody weak like you throw up. That has never, ever happened with no Hoovers against no Hoovers in the penitentiary. Matter of fact, Crips move as one unit in the penitentiary. Matter of fact, Crips in Texas, we all get along. It's pure, as it was intended. So for you to go up there and say that to them, and you got a loc from Houston with you, and he don't speak up and say nothing. He don't speak up and say, oh, no, hey, look, Toon, that's wrong. No. And they don't respect you enough to say, cuz that's how y'all rocking down there? You are non-existent in that room. What the hell you down there for? You down there like a damn groupie. Like you starstruck. Like, nigga, we from Texas. The hell is you talking about? We do it big. What you talking about? You up in there like the small fish in the room. You ain't the big fish in the small pond. That's crazy. So, I guess, you went and spread this false propaganda. And of course, you had an agenda. I know that. But my thing is, why would you go to LA? Oh, matter of fact, y'all keep on looking, because I'm going to show y'all how he was trying to play Percy. I'm going to show you. So you go up there and tell them it's a war in the penitentiary, right? They don't even ask where you get this information from. Who gave you this information? Matter of fact, I'm going to ask you, where'd you get this information from? Where? Because nobody seems to know. I done been on there. I brought said up there. But said he didn't want you to put it out because you was doing too much. And I already told you, look, I only mess with real ones. Our word is our bond. All that extra, we don't care about none of that. Our word is our bond. When we put it on something, we mean that. We stand on that. I brought Sis up there. You never asked me that. You never asked Sis that. And I ain't a groover, but them groovers is my partners. And we'll groove you. Yeah. You'd have been up there plenty times with Blue Hands. You never asked Blue Hands that. You did. Okay, yeah, because I'm getting too far ahead of myself. You never asked. You ain't been. So anyway, you do that. Then you come back and you ask Percy, did you see the video with the LA Fathers Hoovers? And you had one that was all on some more stuff, and this why I don't like out of town, Crip, all that. But he probably was somebody who would never ever leave South Central Los Angeles. Because the other homie was saying, yo, hey, look, when I go places, go to other cities, I want to meet the homies and this and this, that, this and that. Because you understand, it's not where you from, it's where you are at. And you're not going to dictate whatsoever what another person is doing in their city or state, because you will be found there. That's facts. I don't care where you're from. You're not dictating nothing in nobody else's state. It's just not happening whatsoever. It's not happening. So anyway, you come back and then you talk to Percy and you ask Percy, did you see what happened with the LA Hoovers when I interviewed them? So of course, Percy gonna troll. Percy know damn well Crip did not come from no Louisiana, and we took to LA. Everybody knows that's the land. That's understood, hands down. Don't he trolling, and he told you he was trolling. But he being sarcastic to dig at them because they over there, saying slick stuff. Then you got Cartoon, you got Anhefe, you got all these different people, Spider-Low, all these different Crips from LA, and they using Percy as they playing like they using Percy as what he said, but they steady making little jabs though at Texas Crips though. So it's like, okay, was this what you were trying to do? Start something between Texas Crips and LA Crips? And you're not even a Crip. You a civilian. You have no reason speaking on none of this, as you said when you was talking to Percy. So you got all that stuff started. Then you come back and talk to Percy again after the initial interview. And then you ask Percy, you say, I asked him that because, it's a war going on. Really, I'm out of bounds. I'm out of bounds. I'm out of bounds. Because I really shouldn't be speaking on that type of business. No, you shouldn't be speaking on that type of business. You are not a member. You shouldn't be. You are not a loc, period. You shouldn't be. I shouldn't be speaking on this, but, I know it's a war going on between the HCG and the Hoover Gangster Crip. And you see Percy's face gets serious then. Because you never came with that to Percy. And no matter what, Percy might tell you he's not active. But once a real Crip, heard what I said, once a real Crip still will always be a Crip. They ain't gonna allow no fake, though. You not coming to them putting no smut on Crip, period. Like I got all these tattoos all over my body. I knew what I was doing when I get it. This ain't by pencil. You can't erase this. This is not magic marker. I know wherever I go, They clear on my neck, back of my neck, wrist, arms, back, chest. I know that regardless of me saying I'm inactive, whenever I'm out of my norms, I'm still active. Because you think anybody gonna give a damn about me saying I'm inactive? Exactly. So you playing games and you asked if you say that, and he say, hold up, Toon. It ain't no war. Might be a war of words. And then you should have edited that. Cause y'all go back and look at that video and you hear him in the background whining. What? A war of words? Whining. Like, Percy, get with the program. No. Percy might play many ways. But Percy is not going to play about no Crip. I don't give a damn what you say. He not going to play about that. But you try to use him as a pawn for content. Come on, bro. You playing with the wrong shit. You know how many calls I got from groovers because they know I've been up there messing with you before, and they like, what's up with this fool? I'm like, I don't know. He on some more. I don't know. Matter of fact, while I'm on Percy, while I'm on Percy, let me get at this. So I'm on Facebook. I don't know why this come across my timeline. And I see a dude talking down on Percy, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all what he said. So, he say he going off about the Percy Blue Hands situation. Of course, I was, Blue Hands, that's my partner. When Blue Hands pulled up, I already been on Ferguson like 12, 13 years, rotting away in the penitentiary, then threw half my damn life away threw half my life away. So when Blue Hands pull up, they're like, hey man, your homeboy Blue Hands over here. I'm like, what? Hands over here? Because I done heard about Hands, through the grapevine. That's, penitentiary, small world. So he pull up, happened to hit the block. So when I pull up on Hands, I'm talking to Hands, I'm like, what's happening with the Hoover? And he was like, man, really, like, I'm chilling. He really, like, he's semi-retirement. I'm like, yo, I got a whole bunch of stuff going on. Hey, come on, man, step up. You know what I'm saying? Step on up. So anyway, I talk Hands into, like, come on, man, get in position, man. Step up, whatever you say. Yeah, I double down on it. Shit, we speak as one. So you can't come to me, tell me what Blue Hands nothing, because I'm doubling down on whatever he said is double down on. Okay, look, hey, Hands said, then that's what it is. So anyway, that's how me and tight Hands is. And I just got off the phone with Blue Hands. What is it? 7:58. I think I called him at 6:30 because of this video I heard. So he say Percy. He going off on Percy. I guess he don't like Percy, which that ain't. Hey, a whole bunch of people don't like Percy. Not my business. He going off on Percy, saying that Percy lying to everybody that Percy didn't hit that rec yard when he was finna fight Blue Hands. That's the only reason why he keep giving shots out to Blue Hands, because Blue Hands saving him and don't want to put him out there and don't want to tell him about the rec yard. And the reason why he knows about the rec yard is because he was with Blue Hands. And Blue Hands, I was with you, and I had my wrist wrapped up and this and that. I have never been somewhere, and I know what's going on, and I know what's happening, and I was convinced. Convinced me it didn't happen. Convinced me to where I had to jump on the phone call Blue Hands like, what? I had to go to work that day. Hands already told me, yo, look, I'm finna go out here. I'm finna take Percy out here. I'm finna work him. I told Hands off the rip. I say, bro, if you're gonna do that, do it because of Don't take no pressures from nobody else, because the thing is, everybody know. That's why they call him Blue Hands. He's raw. Everybody know they want you to get Percy because they want Percy got, but they scared to get Percy. Don't do nobody else's job for them, bro. If it's not worth you doing that, because it's something small, don't rock like that, bro. Now, I don't know if that conversation we had an effect on Blue Hands, to where he just was like, when they talking, like, you know what, get that. I'm not gonna take no credit for that whatsoever. But that's what I told Hands. Like, yo, bro, look, they want you to do the work that they won't do, bro. If they won't do the work, you don't do the work for them. But it's on you. You're gonna do whatever you're gonna do. But Percy was on that rec yard. Facts. And Percy went it. One thing, if Percy got a date, he'll be there. And I ain't trying to back no Percy. I ain't trying to, but I'm just going to call facts out of facts, because I don't like nobody being lied on. Don't lie on nobody, and don't use my homie to lie to try to validate what you're saying. That never happened. So if any of y'all seen that video, that absolutely did not happen. Now, what they got going on is what they got going on, but I don't care. But I ain't going to let no homies lie on other homies, period. So anyway, 1090 Jake, man. What's going on, man? So Larry Hoover get pardoned, and now all of a sudden, 1090 Jake come with a newspaper article from 1968. Whoa. A newspaper article from 1968 that they put out there? Whoa. So eventually the dude who supposedly was the one that was the shooter, he say, Larry Hoover didn't tell on me. Couldn't nobody even get a chance to tell on me, because I took a plea bargain. So all that, leave me up out of all that mess. So he starts showing all, his accolades, what he do, working with the community and all that. So 1090 Jake turns right around and put out, I don't know, I ain't seen the paperwork, but, they make fake paperwork, saying that, that dude told in the case. But my thing is, how are all these people who civilians, and then this is a white dude, all up in gang culture, playing in gang culture, and you playing with GDs? You already know how they get down. You know how they get down. You playing with GDs and you playing with Larry Hoover. You are playing a very dangerous game. And you playing around in our culture. That's what I don't like. You playing around in our culture. You got something to say about all the black people in our culture, bro. All the black people. Now you playing with Larry Hoover. Yeah, he got a pardon, but he not getting out. He got 200 years state. He not getting out, but he won't be sitting in a hole in the ground. He won't be sitting where he has no physical contact with anyone. No visible contact other than the screen with anyone. See, a lot of y'all have never ever envisioned being in, I've never been in seg, but I've been in solitary. Solitary will lose your mind. But at least you can hear voices in solitary. But I didn't want to even hear them voices the first time I went. I was going so crazy up in there. I told the lady, shut my door. And it's a big old metal door. And when they shut it, boom, there's no light come on. You got a light that you can cut on, but they're going to cut it off at a certain time. But it's pitch black. No radio, no nothing. The only thing you got is a Bible, a couple of pieces of paper, a pen, and 3 envelopes. That's it. That's it. No radio, no food, no nothing. No nothing. He got food and stuff, but just imagine, he has no contact, hasn't had contact since what? What was 1995 or something like that? Come on, all these years. So at least he get out, at least whatever lit a bit of humanity, because there's only a very select few that I wish that on, and that's on people who SAs and play them games like that on people who can't defend themselves, little kids and old women and old, yeah, y'all need to suffer like that. But come on, man. If it's some street, then it's some street. All right, send them to the penitentiary. It's just some street. But you treat him like I don't know. You got him with El Chapo, John Gotti, but you ain't got no bodies on him. One body? Are you serious? And you do him like that? That's called political prisoner because of the organization that he started. But the thing is, he has a voice and he changed his life. But people who are black that has influence, especially influence over certain type of street individuals. Now, could he go and try to take back over Jesus? No, they'll take his life because they're not trying to hear that. That's just what they do. That's how they get it. They're not gonna change. He's not gonna do that. But he has the influence to teach and to try to get people to do other things. And because he's Larry Hoover, people will listen. And they don't want people to listen. Just like Tookie changed his whole life. And he had a bum case. But it didn't matter. They still put him to death. Dude won the what's that award? The World Peace Award. All that. Wrote children books. Completely changed his life. But they always say rehabilitation. Send him to the penitentiary for rehabilitation. And then when a person rehabilitates himself, you don't want to give him no action. With 1090J, you playing stupid little games. And when you play stupid little games, you get stupid prizes. Man, that's it, man. I'm disgusted about how people sits around and just come with false narratives for content, playing with the wrong things, man. Muhammad Speaks, man. Y'all make sure y'all jump up in them comments, man. Y'all like, y'all subscribe, man. Y'all share, man. And I'll hit y'all with another one, man. Peace.